What's up everyone, it's David here. Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. So today we will be discussing probably the biggest announcement from our last Nintendo Direct, being Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's Wave 4. But it's not really the track that's really the biggest part of it, it's the fact that we will be getting Birdo as a new playable character in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And it's not just that, but we have also gotten confirmation that there will be more characters coming in later waves. Which begs the question to what characters are coming to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So today we'll be discussing what I personally think will be added to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in the future waves, character-wise. So without further ado, let's get started. First up on the list, we've got, of course, Birdo. Now, Birdo was actually the very first character that was confirmed in the last Direct, as I previously mentioned. So, I think Birdo is basically the only guaranteed character that we have right now. But I'm so happy Birdo's here. I've always loved Birdo as a character. I always love her design and her voice, everything about her personality. I'm just so happy that Birdo's finally back into the game, and I'm so glad that we aren't losing Tour's content. So, welcome back, Birdo. I'm so glad that you're back, and I'm so glad that they gave you better voice clips than the ones that they did in Tour. After Birdo, I believe we will be getting Diddy Kong. Now, Diddy Kong is another one of the characters that was cut from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, along with Birdo. So, Diddy Kong is pretty much almost 100% confirmed. If there is one character other than Birdo that is the highest up for being confirmed, I'd say it's Diddy Kong. And to make his chances even better, we actually have a new Donkey Kong Nitro data mine from Mario Kart Tour, similar to the Yoshi's Island track. And so I believe that we are going to be getting a new Donkey Kong Nitro ported to 8 Deluxe as well. So I think that's mainly where Diddy Kong and the other Kongs will fit in to the Booster Course Pass. Now, in similar Diddy Kong fashion, I decided that we would include Funky Kong back as well. Funky Kong is the most iconic Mario Kart character from Mario Kart Wii. He was only in Mario Kart Wii, he got cut from 8 and Deluxe, but was brought back in Tour, similar to Diddy Kong and Birdo. But Funky Kong was more of an obscure pick. Like, I don't think anyone really expected Funky Kong to appear in Mario Kart Wii, but he turned out being the best character in Mario Kart Wii by far. Now, I'm not a huge Mario Kart Wii player. I grew up with Mario Kart 7. I've played Mario Kart Wii, and Funky Kong is definitely a fan favorite character, and there's a reason why he was added back in Tour, and I think so many people would literally lose their minds if Funky Kong got added back, and I have a really good feeling that he will. Now, to complete the Kong trio, we have Dixie Kong. Dixie Kong was probably one of the more requested characters for Mario Kart after Funky Kong was added in. So, in Mario Kart Tour, Dixie Kong finally got her chance in the spotlight. So, Dixie Kong, I believe, will be back in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as well, in addition to Diddy and Funky. Now, Dixie is really one of the most annoying characters in Mario Kart Tour. I'm just gonna say it right now. But if they fix up her voice lines in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I think so many people would be happy. I mean, like, she's completely unique. She's one of the original 4 Kongs. And I would be so happy to see Dixie Kong in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So, Petey Piranha is our next character. Now, Petey Piranha debuted in Mario Kart Double Dash and was cut from Mario Kart Wii, and then never returned since until Mario Kart Tour. So, I think he will definitely, even more than Funky and Dixie Kong, I think he will come back to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. If there are 3 characters I know for a fact they're gonna add, it would be Birdo, Diddy Kong, and Petey Piranha. Now, here's why. Just this past week, we got a brand new track in Mario Kart Tour called Piranha Plant Cove. Now, Piranha Plant Cove has Petey Piranha statues all over the place. And the fact that there are so many references to Petey Piranha on this track, and he's an original character that people have been highly requesting, He was in a Mario Kart game before, and he came back in tour recently. So if they don't include Petey Piranha, it'll just be a sin, because they're obviously going to include Piranha Plant Cove into the DLC. So that's why I think Petey will come. Now, next up is King Bob-omb. Now, King Bob-omb is an original character from Mario Kart Tour that originally made his first appearance in Mario 64 on the N64, and has since been a boss from all the spin-off games. He hasn't really been in many of the main games ever since, but he's been in all of the spin-offs as like a mini-boss. And he made his grand debut in Mario Kart Tour as a playable character. And soon after Mario Kart Tour, he was actually featured as one of the main characters in Mario Golf Super Rush. He was a playable character there, and he played a huge role in the single-player mode and in the opening cutscene. It just makes sense. He's been getting so much recognition recently, and King Bob-omb represents the Bob-omb species in the Mario franchise after all the popularity he's gotten over the past few years. The next driver that I think will be most likely is Pauline. Now, Pauline has been in every single Mario spin-off since Super Mario Odyssey, so I know for a fact she's going to be added back into Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. She was literally the very first driver that we had in Mario Kart Tour. So I know without a doubt that she's going to be added in 8 Deluxe. She was added as DLC for Mario Tennis Aces. She was in the base roster for Mario Golf Super Rush. And then she was also added as DLC for Mario Strikers Battle League. So there is no doubt in my mind she will be added to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as part of the main cast. And honestly, I couldn't be happier, because we needed another female protagonist. We have got Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi. We had Peach, Daisy, and Rosalina, and we needed that fourth female character. So I'm so glad that they went with Pauline. Now, this next one may just be me being biased, but I actually have a strong feeling Kamek will be added to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. He's probably in the more middle ranges, but I still think he has a very, very, very strong chance. He originally was planned to be in Mario Kart 64 up until less than 6 months before release. He was actually replaced by Donkey Kong in Mario Kart 64, and there was so much footage and pictures and video of him being in the game, but he was sadly cut and did not make another appearance in a Mario Kart game until Mario Kart Tour. He was cut again in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, not 8, just Deluxe, because his emblem was found in the files. Therefore, we know for a fact that he was also cut from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which questions, why was he cut so many times? I mean, they finally gave this dude a break in Mario Kart Tour, which, thank you God, but I just don't understand why he kept getting taken out. I think it's finally his time to shine. I think they're finally gonna add him in, and I will literally play the hell out of him if he gets added. And he will get added, or else I will riot. Next up, we've started getting into the kind of lesser likely, kind of wishful thinking area. Next up, we've got Sergeant Chuck. He was introduced as his first playable character debut in Mario Golf Super Rush, along with King Bob-omb, and he is a very, very cool character. He's a football player. He's really cool. I love his, voice lines. He actually has a large role in Super Mario 3D World as, one of the mini-bosses. I guess you could say he's a mini-boss. He's like a basic enemy and a mini-boss. Has that going for him. He's also very unique. We don't have any other kind of football players in the Mario franchise, so I think he'd be very unique and interesting to add. He made his debut in the Los Angeles tour. He is such a fan favorite. He's been getting a lot of recognition since, and I have if they're going to add all the tour characters, then I think he has a pretty good chance. Next up on this list, we've got Nabbit. Now, Nabbit has been getting a lot of popularity recently. He was introduced in New Super Mario Bros. U on the Wii U in 2012, and then got a playable role as one of the 4 characters replacing Mario in New Super Luigi U in 2013. And then he was also playable in Mario and Sonic at the 2016 Olympics for 3DS and Wii U. And then he was also added as a playable character in Mario Golf World Tour on the 3DS. Yeah, that game exists. And then he was added into Mario Kart Tour as a playable character and has been one of fans' favorite characters in Mario Kart Tour. So, if they keep the trend going, I think he has a pretty decent chance. Next up, we've got Hammer Bro. Now, Hammer Bro was our very first original character other than Pauline that was added into Mario Kart Tour. He was added in the Hammer Bro Tour around 2020, around the spring 2020, and not only did we get just Hammer Bro, we got all 4 of the bros. And that just opens up so much more possibility for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's perfect fitting. I can already see the drop-down menu with Hammer Bro, Fire Bro, Ice Bro, and Boomerang Bro, and it just fits so perfectly in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Hammer Bro was also cut from Mario Kart game before in Mario Kart Wii, and he finally made his grand debut in Mario Kart Tour as a playable character. I think that Hammer Bro has a pretty good chance of becoming playable, solely due to the fact that you're getting Fire Bro, Ice Bro, and Boomerang Bro in addition to just Hammer Bro. I think that would work so well in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. As much as it pains me to say this, I think out of all the original characters in Tour, Monty probably has the least possible chance to appear in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And let me explain why. He was playable in Super Mario Party on the Switch, and he was kind of just a random pick there, like it was really just out of the blue. And same with Tour, like there wasn't really any hype for him other than when he came back, as there was for some of these other characters. And I feel like Monty is probably one of the most obscure ones that they could have chosen for Tour. Like, I'm glad he's in the game. Like, I mean, he's my favorite character, so obviously I'm glad he's in the game. But thinking realistically, I don't understand why they decided to add him rather than someone like Wiggler or Honey Queen. So, I think Monty has probably the least possible chance out of all these other characters I mentioned beforehand. Notice how I did say that Monty was the least likely original character, though. That's right, I think we will be getting Red Koopa Freerunning as a brand new character, as his own character, not in all of Koopa, his own character, similar to Paratroopa in Mario Kart Double Dash. Now, here's my reasoning for this. We do not have Koopa Paratroopa in Mario Kart Tour. He is one of the 3 characters we do not have, not counting the non-Mario characters. One of the 3 characters that we do not have in Mario Kart Tour, and Red Koopa Freerunning debuted alongside the Parawing at the same time. So that kind of killed off the fact or the idea that we will be getting Koopa Paratroopa in Mario Kart Tour at some point. I think it's safe to say that Red Koopa Freerunning or Koopa Freerunning has replaced Koopa Paratroopa in the spin-off series. I mean, it's just a much more original and unique design, and it's from a newer game, and it's just much more iconic at this point. Like, the Koopa Freerunnings have such a huge role in Mario Odyssey, and I don't think that they would ever throw an original character like that away just like that. So that's why I think we will be getting Koopa Freerunning as its own character. And I think we'll be getting red, blue, green, and purple. I think it would be a perfect opportunity to give Koopa Troopa some recolors, and this is just, it just makes sense. So, after all that, you guys, I am proud to showcase my fan roster for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. As you can see here, I rearranged the entire roster. I decided to move Wario and Waluigi up to the top row. I moved Birdo right next to Yoshi. Pauline is right next to Waluigi. I have Tanuki Mario, Cat Peach, Metal Mario, and Pickled Peach all in the same row as the Yoshis and Toads. And then I also have the babies on the row below, along with Nabbit, Shy Guy, and Monty Mole, which fit with that row. And then on the next row, we've got all the kings, so basically Bowser and Dry Bowser, along with all the bosses. And then on the row below that, we've got all the Koopas and the Kongs. I wanted to include the Kongs on the same row with the babies, but just for the, just for organization's sake, it just did not look right. It did not fit. So that's why we had to move it. We had to kind of separate with Nabbit, Shy Guy, and Monty Mole along with the Kongs. So imagine they were switched and there was unlimited room. And then on the row below that, I decided to move Bowser Jr. onto the next row. So we have Bowser Jr. and all the Koopalings on the same row. And then on the bottom row, we also decided to add a random icon just because I've always wanted to have a random icon in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and because I needed another character slot, and I was not going to add another third-party character. So, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope you like this custom roster I made up. Make sure to like and subscribe, because I'm going to start doing more Mario spin-off videos. I feel like I'm starting to lean off from Tour, and I'm starting to kind of move towards just the Mario spin-off series as a whole. I've always loved Mario Party, Mario Kart, and all the Mario sports games, and I feel like that would be a broader range of games for me to talk about, rather than just Mario Kart Tour. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Take care, and bye-bye.